Here we are live at the 360 Vegas studios with this edition of School Police Talk. Now, everybody knows Lieutenant Zink.
Morning.
Lieutenant Zink, you brought a great guest with you today.
Yep.
If you wouldn't mind to introduce yourself and tell us what it is that you do.
Absolutely, thank you. Hi, my name is Jennifer Closey, and I'm the surviving spouse of Officer Philip Closey, who served the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department for 21 years. And currently I'm the president of the Southern Nevada chapter of Concerns of Police Survivors.
When someone loses the life tragically, that it's not just that person who lost the life, that it's a number of varying things beyond that. So I start with you. Please tell us about your husband.
Yeah. So my husband, when I met him, was testing for the police department. So we were together from academy through end of watch. He loved what he did. Most of his career was in patrol. He was working in the schools for about 7 years as a DARE officer. He also did a program called RAD Kids, which teaches children how to escape an abduction or an attack. So he did about 7 years doing that, and then he finished up his career on the Las Vegas Boulevard, working the Strip. He was diagnosed with a lung condition in 2017, just after 1 October. At 44 years old, he had 51% lung capacity. And we found out it was a result of 2 fire exposures on the job. He directed traffic under a Nellis fire, rocket fuel, and he was also evacuating citizens on a Mount Charleston wildfire in 2013. And so the dip in lung function did not come back, so he was assigned light duty the last 4 years of his career, and unfortunately, while working with light duty, caught COVID and succumbed. So.
And how has life been since then?
I never thought this would be my life. I had always looked at other police widows with just awe because I didn't understand how they were still functioning, but I understand now that it's happened to us that you have to keep going for your children. You have to keep going for their memory, and that the last thing a police wife can do is quit, right? I mean, 22 years we were together. I think he taught me to be strong in his absence. I always knew when he walked out that door there was a possibility he would not come home. So we never left in an argument, always went to bed with an I love you. He always knew how I felt about him. It's a different kind of marriage, a law enforcement marriage, because you'd never ever know. Right? So you have to make sure. And also, like you said, these officers are not always respected or revered on our streets. They're not always appreciated. So I always said I had to love him extra for all the people out there who didn't, because it's a different kind of life when you're in law enforcement. And so your family has to adjust. I was with him when he passed, so I was blessed to have that. I know he's at peace, but it was intense. And it took me a while to just find my footing, but now I do what I do and I help other survivors. I help other women who are just like me walk through the things that I went through 3 years ago, because I know that it would have been easier for me to have someone holding my hand who's been through it. And I did have the blessing of some widows who came before me that were helping me through it. So I just want to pay that forward and help some other women. I mean, we wish that this will never happen again, but unfortunately it will. So we just want to be there for the people when they experience it.
Yeah. We met each other because of one of our officers who passed away, unfortunately, last year. And I'd gone to a couple cops classes prior to Andrew passing away. I'd gone to some Valor training and was learning more and more about it. Had been a peer support person in our department for many, many years. But our agency, we'd never experienced that. We'd have people that had passed away unexpectedly while they were at home, or retirees that had passed away. But when it happens to somebody that, you know, I supervised Andrew, he was one of my guys. I still have voicemails in my phone that I can't delete of his because I don't want to lose him.
The thing is that the loss of life, we never want to have happen. We can see in your face and in your face as well, which is one of the most wonderful things I feel about the TV, is that people can feel if you believe, and I believe most people do. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Lieutenant Zink, thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Let's face right here to this camera, and then we're going to wave. And do me a favor, when you wave, okay, know that you're waving for your husband, too, to put a smile on your face.
Yes,
right?
thank
there you
you.
go. So wave with both hands, okay?
Thanks, everybody.
See you later.
Thank you.